Hello there, Gemini. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's going to be for Gemini for April of 2018. Wow, I can't believe we're this far along. Can you guys? Got a couple announcements to make. The prayer classes out there for you, and the sutra classes. There's two of them. There's a little short video out there about each one. If you want to go find out about them, the sutra class is done in two parts, and I made it so that you can either buy part one and then wait and buy part two, or buy them both together and made it less expensive for you. But either way, and everybody who's already got them, even though I didn't announce it last month when they were coming out, I want to tell you all thank you, and I'm glad you're enjoying them. And it only takes 5 minutes to change your clear perceptions and up the game there. And what I've done for us for the month is I've laid 4 cards, and as usual, and we'll use the bottom card in the deck for an overall view of the month. Don't believe these cards are going to go week by week. I think they'll blend in and out throughout the month, kind of as a theme, and we'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading, hopefully bring everything together for us. Because I have an empath, I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you during the reading, so I guess all of us Geminis are now Frankie for the time of this reading. And I advise you to look at your moon sign and your rising sign if you know them, because it gives you a bigger, more comprehensive view of the month. Sometimes the sun sign just doesn't get it for me. I don't know why. It usually doesn't, for whatever reason. But anyhow, Gemini, it looks like we got a really interesting month here. And I got a message for us, and it's about being authentic. It's kind of like this month, we are going to look at what makes us happy, what doesn't make us happy, what we want to release, what we want to keep. It's like truly looking at ourselves and looking at like money situations with the power to either transform or the power to initiate power struggles in our lives. Like, what do we want to do? Where are we going to go forward? But truly like evaluating kind of like our own selves psychologically or something. That's just how it feels. What makes me happy? What makes me tick? What do I want to do in the future? All of these things are, I'm just going to kind of be evaluating them. Maybe that's something astrologically. I'm not an astrologer. I don't know, because our words kind of go with it. And our words for the month are release, transformation, forgiveness, respect, and understanding. And they're interesting words going along with these cards. These cards can play out a couple different ways. We're all different Geminis, but our overriding thing for the month is the Lover's card. And that's a wonderful card for us to get, you know. And I believe I think this is Gemini. This card is Gemini. We're here in our own reading actually too, you know. So to me, this is a card of partnership, you know, and it's a major arcana overriding our whole reading, and that is a card of transformation. This can be love partnerships coming into our lives. It can mean it. It usually doesn't. That's more the Two of Cups. But it can mean we're getting a new love partnership. With these other cards I'm looking at down here, it could be we're releasing, actually, a past partnership for some of us, or coming forward from it and forgiving it. That's another one of our words, and understanding, or someone or something in our life. This card also means 2 or more people can be coming together in our lives to create something, like a project together, or they would be people we would work in harmony with, you know. It also means a card of choice. We can have 2 or more really good choices to make in our life. And what we would know with this card is the choice that we make will be the right one, and the choice that we make will release the past, and it will transform and transmute our future. So what better card could we have? So if someone, maybe it's a new partnership for some of us that are entrepreneurs coming in. For others of us, it could be new marriage partnership, boyfriend, girlfriend, however it's working. Or at work, they could have assigned us to be with a group, a new group of people. And based on the cards I'm seeing here, perhaps a raise comes with us at that, and we're giving the respect that we've been due, is the way they're putting it to me. We have been due that respect, right? So we're kind of looking over our lives and seeing what makes us tick this month, and we have this card as the overriding card. And this is, for those of us that it is partnership, it would be partnership at the highest level. If it was a romantic partnership, be something that we could trust seriously. Or if we're going into a new business and we need a partner, we know maybe we have 3 or more people that are vying, or 2 people that are vying to be in partnership with us. We will make the right and appropriate choice for us, because this card, now we got the 8 of Pentacles, and this is a card of the craftsman. I have perfected my skill. Look at, he's made 7 perfect pentacles here. He is creating the 8th that are exact match. Sometimes with this, we are taking our old skills and putting them forward into maybe a new job, or a new place of business, or in a new way. We can be adding to them, but we would be doing this ourselves. We'd be consciously working at it to add these skills or this new learning, or to bring about this transformation. And because of it, our money, our supply will go up, and material gain through our own effort, our own work effort, and he's respected our work. He's respected in his field. He knows what he's doing. He or she knows what they're doing. They can, they can create this. They've mastered the skill, right? Mastered it. And it's transformed a lot of people's lives, and they've done their job well. Gemini, we're like really quick, quick on our feet, quick-witted, smart, intelligent. We have ideas all the time running through us, It's just like, I think half the time we have to release some of those ideas. Maybe that's why we're contemplating what is our authentic true self this month, what makes us tick, what makes us happy, that kind of thing. What's going to transform our life, how do we transform it and not make it into a struggle or a power struggle with another human being, understanding ourselves totally. Because the next card here is the 3 of Swords, and that's not a fun card. So I'm going to say, so for some of us Geminis, this is, could have mean betrayal, divorce, separation. For others of us, based on other cards I'm seeing here, it could be the card that did transform us. It could be someone in our lives that's breaking our heart, maybe got into trouble, based on these other cards here. Maybe someone got into trouble or whatever, because we're all different. It could be a kid that's breaking our heart. Maybe they were doing the, or in college and failed an exam, and didn't tell us till the last second, and they're not going to graduate or something like that. Could be something along those lines. It could be third-party situations, but being as it's come up where it's coming up, and I do believe these cards will blend, it does feel past because of that Lover's card. Almost like for most of us, it's something we have experienced. Maybe our spouse was cheating or something and we found out about it. That could be in this card. But generally something that broke our heart, like a really serious situation. It wasn't a joke. Maybe the other person was taking it as if it was. That would be where our words release and forgiveness and understanding would come in. You know, sometimes people make unwise choices for themselves, and we're the ones that see the ramifications. Not much we can do about it, but it is what it is. These are lessons to me in this situation that are learned. So I don't feel we are encountering it fully, like for the most of us. I don't feel like it's today, April, or this month. This is happening right this minute. Some of us it will be. Others of us, it could be betrayal of a friend betraying us, and that could break our heart. We want to release it and forgive it, because these are general readings, or loss of a loved one, you know, or maybe we're featuring this loss coming up down the line, because we do have this Lover's card in here. But it feels so, for the most of us, like 2017 was a rough year. This is still a little rocky, and you'll have to forgive me if I have a little coughing fit. I've been really sick with bronchitis for a couple weeks now, and I'm just getting better. Hopefully your readings aren't late. But for this card here, I would think our best bet is to take it as lessons learned that we don't want to repeat. For most of us, that release it, transmute it, transform it, forgive it. The other person can do what they want, and we don't have to understand the why. We just have to be us. What makes us happy? What makes us tick this month? What is going to move us forward? We're Gemini. We really don't sit a long time on our duff without moving forward and on to the next step. Like like I said, we're idea oriented. We always have something going on in our head. End of the story. But, if you truly hurt a Gemini and they say enough, it really means enough. Normally that's the way it works with them. We're very forgiving, very loving, very generous, very kind. If you harmed us that much, enough is enough. We're not coming back. We're not inviting you for dinner. End of the story. Our next card here is the Two of Pentacles here. And that's interesting. It does mean finances are okay, though. It does mean it, and with that Eight of Pentacles shows me that we may be making a decision, like what we're going to do financially. Sometimes this can mean we're juggling two jobs or juggling money from two different sources, but we're making it. We're making a go of it, and we are in a position where we can transform our future because of this Two of Pentacles and the choices we make. Twos are usually choices. The Lover's card, once again, choices. We can transform that future, And you got to use that word respect with this Two of Pentacles guy. He's got these both things going at the same time. But what I see today is the infinity symbol here, like above the Magician that holds these two pentacles together. I think a lot of us Geminis are going to decide with that Eight of Pentacles what is going to transform our future. What is the best use of the funds that we have that are transformative and not a power struggle, And I think that's what this means. Our next card here is us, actually, could be us, Page of Swords, showing up in our own reading. If it is us, if this is what it is, the Page of Swords is someone who's having risky behavior. We're swords, it's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, are swords energy. The Page is young. If you'll note, he's standing there holding that sword. He's not even looking at it because he's so sure. He's so sure he can just cut you down in 1 second flat. So it's someone, It can be someone in our life, like I said, maybe the kid failed the exam and didn't tell us, didn't do well in a college exam, or this, because schools, this is April, school would be over in May or June, maybe they just didn't do too well. Or it could be a kid just doing risky behavior, period, maybe experiment with drugs. Pages are usually a younger energy, and it can't, or it could be, because the cards work both ways, us being immature and cocky or arrogant. I don't believe that, I think it's outside of us, but this page is self-confidence. With the Eight of Pentacles, he means self-confidence, he or she, okay? He means transformation. I'm sure I'm going to get those skills together. Being self-confident is different from being arrogant and risky behavior. So for some of us, this is going to be someone around us, and unless it is us, doing this risky behavior that can cause trouble, or, maybe if they were using drugs, maybe they got caught and they're going to get fined, or, go to jail or something. It could be something like that. And maybe we're juggling funds to try to pay these fines for the kid and get them out of it, But if it was arrogance and cockiness, if I was the Gemini parent seeing this in my child, I would forgive it, I would understand it, but I would make sure whoever did this knew what they had done to me and how I had juggled to get them out of it, and I'd make them have to pay it back for being arrogant and cocky. So if it was someone around me doing it and not me myself, even with the Page of Swords, he just reminds me of that knee-jerk behavior, and I really don't feel, based on what I'm seeing, like in the messages, that for the most part this is going to be us. But it can be, so if we're doing it, we need to get back to that Eight of Pentacles, and, not doing the knee-jerk reaction to the betrayal that we may have felt or something, because it could get us into trouble. Then we'd be using this Two of Pentacles for really juggling, and why would we want to do that when we got this beautiful card here, the Lover's card coming up, So I'd respect they made a wrong decision. I would understand it if it was, someone else around me. I would help them if it's at all possible and forgive them, right? But I'd tell them they better change it, transform it, release it, and pay me back later if it's coming down like that for us, We're all different Geminis. I wished I could pin that down. Taurus was kind of like this too, where there was two separate sets of messages, and if we are the Gemini that's self-confident, right, and we're moving forward with that Eight of Pentacles, we know our stuff. We've already learned those lessons that gave us those three swords in the heart. We're on to the better portion of life now, right? And that's what I think, I bet this is self-confidence based on this. Getting out of the past, evaluating what makes us happy, what makes us tick, getting it down pat in our brain, what makes us feel good about us, and then go for it. What better card could we get, It says your prayers and positive expectations have been heard and answered. There we go, Gemini. We're transforming. It says, we've been working with you on this situation since its genesis, and we continue to watch over you and everyone involved. Stay on your present path, as it will take you very far indeed. Boy, that Eight of Pentacles in there and the Lover's card, we really got good coming this month. For those of us that this may be, a younger sword energy around us that's really breaking our heart, I'd release them. I would forgive them. I would respect that they have made the choice and they have made their own decisions and they're not mine. I would understand the decision was up to them to make, but I would be and it is as it is up to them to transform their lives for their own selves. It says you drew this card as an encouragement for the situation you're asking about. The angels reassure you of a positive outcome provided you continue to pour love and guided action into the situation. That's our transformation and that's our lessons learned. That would be guided action. Don't hesitate. Now's the right time. You're on the right path. The idea that you have is divinely inspired and the angels foresee a successful outcome. Use this Page of Swords energy as self-confidence. I think we'll go far. But like I said, for those of us that this, with the Two of Pentacles and that, it's like on one hand we have this wonderful energy going on another hand we have something outside of ourselves that's crazy. So really sit with that. What makes me tick? What makes me happy? What is authentically Gemini? What am I? What do I want inside? I think that's the focus for the transformation and releasing all of it that is no longer appropriate or suitable for us. Well, Gemini, that's our reading for this month. And I want to tell you all, thank you for all of your likes, shares, subscribes, and your comments. I read each and every one, and I really appreciate them. I really do. I don't get a lot of time to write you back, but I read them all. And anybody who wants to know more about me or about me, all the information's down below the screen. Or if you want to set an appointment with me, all the information to be able to do that is over there at the website for you to be able to do it. And to everybody I've met through doing these YouTube videos for 2 whole years, and to all of you I've met through 29 years of doing this work, I want to tell you all it's an honor and a privilege to have been able to serve you, and I will hopefully see you back here next month. Bye-bye.